Ooh, we come in. It is the Sofia has been docked for 10 days. We zoom into Long Beach, California. The entirety of the crew and passengers of the Sofia have been quarantined for 10 days. The government is claiming a disease from the east um, that caused incredibly high fevers was the source of some of the violence and the direct cause of many of the deaths on the Sophia. There's speculation that this may have been caused by some animals or livestock that were released in the hold. There are others still that use the many of the foreign-born staff as scapegoats, as history so often does. Um, we come into a small motel room with a single lamp in the corner and a young man in a arm sling with a recovering shoulder still uh, and a broken hand and a cast on his arm is being interviewed by a William Donovan. Yeah, son. This is all standard stuff. So I hate to make you relive things, but we just want
I
to make
understand, sir.
sure. Say again.
I understand, sir. Now you
Yeah,
can
we
ask
just want to
away.
make sure everybody's on the same page about what actually happened. Make sure that uh, the public isn't unduly panicked. Uh, there was much heartbreak surrounding the Titanic, and we don't need a repeat of that, both nationally or internationally. And the
Yeah.
reputations of many of the men on board don't deserve to be sullied after their premature deaths. And
Understood.
and give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Okay, that's a regular success. That was a 22.
He is taking notes in with his right hand, and his left hand he's kind of playing with a ring, and you see them flip around a very familiar insignia on it just once and pass it back to the inside.
I
Um,
think Elliot feels his heart like jump down to his stomach a little bit, but he tries to like keep it together. Just
and Mr. Donovan says, "Yeah, as you know, much like a parent has to protect their children from the horrors of the world, much like a shepherd has to protect their flock. It's important that the right story
I
gets out
understand, sir.
and the right story stays out."
Yes, sir.
Good. Uh, we have made sure that the 10 days has been sufficient to ensure that anyone else showing signs of disease will be isolated and separated. So, uh, if symptoms of this are reported, we'll make sure and detain those and separate them from their loved ones to make sure that this disease does not further spread. We are very thankful for all your services aboard and your future cooperation, Mr. Fowler. And he extends a large hand.
Is it the hand with the ring on it?
No, it's his right hand. He
Okay, then
wears
I'm
one
gonna
of your
shake.
hands.
All right, I'm gonna shake his hand back.
You got a bright future ahead of you, boy.
Yes, sir.
Don't let something
Headed back.
silly like this get in the way of it.
Yeah, I won't. Trust me.
All right. Um, and we'll pan out from there and head over just a block or so to a hospital. The wonderful California sun is shining through these white painted windows. The ocean, you can smell the ocean breeze coming through and hear some seagulls. Ainsley, as you are distracted as this man is it's continuing to talk, making sure, asking you random questions, and if you see anything weird, and who you interacted with, and what you knew about your father, and you are saying all the things you're supposed to, and so, but you hear him say, did you hear me?
Hmm? Sorry?
Oh, no problem. I just wanted to say we thank you for everything you did. We appreciate that. Your father was and he says, yeah, your father was a complicated man. Um,
Aren't we all?
it's a complicated world, son. No need to make it any worse. So, just make sure that we stick to the truth as we leave, and
Of course.
you won't ever have to see me again.
One question for you, sir.
What's that?
The the children, Edward Reed, are they being taken care of?
Yeah. Mrs. Reed will be, yeah, as far as we know, they are unaffected by the disease that ravaged the Sofia.
Good.
Yes. And by everything I understand, he will live a very comfortable life, for the rest of his days.
Good. Thank you.
Yep. I'm gonna leave this here. He puts a card down. If you ever need anything, William Donovan.
Oh, thank you.
Shakes your hand and
Mhm.
walks out. Not long later, a young, bespectacled man in a arm sling and a cast, carrying their one suitcase.
Mr. Fowler.
Young Master Montague.
Ugh, God, I never want to hear that name again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gage.
You seem to be doing better.
More or less. I'll be okay though.
Where are you headed now?
Thinking of heading home for a bit. I got some amends to make with my dad. Um, who the hell knows after that?
Right.
Princeton won't fucking take me after all this, so I gotta figure out a plan B. So
Well, I'm sure whatever it is you do, I have full confidence.
thank you.
Thank you for everything, truly. I only wish things had gone differently.
You're a brilliant kid, Ainsley.
Oh, um, I appreciate
Mm.
it.
Your family's complicated, weird, sure, but
Putting it lightly.
you're gonna do great things. I know you will.
Uh, I don't think I need to.
You don't need to. Still, you got a nice, great life ahead of you. Go. Do anything. Get away from this fucking bullshit.
I'll do my best.
I wish you well.
You
And I
as
hope your
well.
leg recovers.
Oh, they said I should be fine. It didn't hit anything important.
Well, that's good. Elliot kind of lifts up his hand. They can't say the same for me right now,
Oh,
so, but
I'm sorry.
it may not heal 100%, but I'm probably not going to need it. So,
Right. Well, I hope this isn't the last time I see you.
I'll reach out, check in periodically.
Good.
And he kind of like scraps it's like a piece of paper out of his journal and like quickly writes down his his still current address in Trenton before he's gonna start packing up all his shit and leaving. Temporarily, this is where I'll probably be. So
Right. I don't have much in the way of a plan right now. I need to see what the family says, but
well, I
I'm
wish you
pro-
luck.
thank you. You as well.
Elliot's gonna pick up his bags and head out.
Mhm.
Elliot, as you are going headed towards the as you were walking out of the hospital,
Mhm.
actually, you see a large, not a large, an imposing figure, and one that's imposing not necessarily to size, with long, beautiful curls, arguing with a more diminutive woman. Mother, Mother, I will not hear anymore. If you do not want to go up, you do not have to. But I will be making my decisions for myself. Feel free to wait in the car. And you see Lucinda huff and puff away towards a Rolls Royce that is very familiar to Ainsley. And just as she turns around, you walk up. Master Fowler,
She seems to be
seems
quite Seafair has not really changed your mother much now, has it?
some events, regardless of how powerful or not, come too late in one's life to change them much.
Yeah.
Um, I must say though it was not the best of circumstances, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. And
It was an absolute pleasure meeting you too, Rosalia.
working alongside you.
And I'm sorry for your loss.
Give me a psychology roll.
Hell yeah. Ooh, baby. That's a 21 on a 22 for a hard success.
There's pain, definitely from Alexander, but I think much in the way you meant it.
I meant it for Dutch.
You see, again, Rosalia. I think I described a lot, and this is perfect. One of Elliot's first roles was to understand something about. I think might have been Rosalia.
It was Rosalia in Captain Reed's office.
Yeah. One of Elliot's first roles was
About her father.
yeah, and I think I used
Funny.
the phrase that women have
Always eluded
consistently
Elliot.
eluded Elliot, and this time it doesn't. And I think Elliot realizes something in themselves as when Rosalia said that some events happen too late in life to be impactful, you realize that this one did not happen too late in Elliot's life. And that you,
Yeah.
more than trauma and more than pain and more than nightmares that still have racked your sleep these last 10 days, more than that you will carry a new strength.
Yeah.
You will carry a new resolve and a new confidence in yourself from this day. Um, that pride in yourself is, however, slightly dampened by seeing a very powerful woman uh, have a crack in their armor, and their voice. Uh, they take a second and they say, "Your condolences well received. We all lost a lot out there, uh,
Yeah.
but we must do the best with what remains." And I look forward to seeing what what it is the best that Elliot Fowler, Dr. Elliot Fowler, has to offer.
Hopefully in a few years. We'll we'll see what college will take me at this point, so
Definitely. There are more colleges than Princeton, and
yeah.
um, I may have more favor to curry if you need some assistance finding a location. Feel free to let me know.
I'm y might take you up on that. And he does the same thing he did for Ainsley. He kinda just, like, chicken scratch writes his current address
Yeah.
down. "This is just temporary, this is
As
my."
you're writing, she says, "There's no need. If I want to find you, we can find
That's terrifying, but thank you.
you." Yeah, Rosalia can like hire the Pinkertons, dude.
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ!
like she's
Even better! Great!
Rosalia's in charge of one of the largest
Send
fortunes in
someone
the
to fucking
world.
smash my kneecaps in.
Yeah, Rosalia's in charge of one of the largest fortunes in the world and the
Jesus
largest mining company in the world.
Jesus Christ. Good to
Um,
know. Great to know even.
yeah. Um, yeah, and you say your goodbyes and you see her get their resolve and head in. And Ainsley shortly thereafter, um, after Elliot leaves, you once again drift into a daydream that is accompanied by the soundtrack of high tide coming in and some of these waves hitting the dock. You begin to close your eyes to maybe drift. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face. And that rhythm builds, ensues. And then it turns into the sound of the sea and a storm, and you see the Watcher's face consuming men. And you are startled awake from your daydream as the sound of those waves turns into the sound of very familiar heels click-clacking your way. Um, um, and before you know it, Rosalia is standing at the foot of your bed.
Oh, Rosalia.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. You looked maybe half asleep. I considered leaving. I just,
Oh, no, that's all right.
um, uh, me, they released the soul. Well, most, um, I guess there are those who uh, continue to show signs of madness. Um, Give me a psychology roll.
Oh, okay.
You can get advantage.
Oh, okay. That's a that is a normal success.
Yeah, the still showing signs of madness thing is essentially there are some people who witness some stuff who are not are saying they will not. They know what they saw.
Yeah.
And you just had a regular success, so you don't get the other thing. And then so she says that, and she says, Ainsley, these last 3 weeks have been yeah, I think that describes it.
You don't have to say it.
And I know I said some things that may cause you worry.
You had every right.
I did. And I still do.
Yes.
But in an effort to break cycles, I want you to know that as long as you never have to worry for me. I know you only saw the worst of our father. And the darkness in him was more than I could ever have guessed. But there were things.
I'm sure I saw how he was with you.
Once when I was a little girl, he told me how glad he was that he had a daughter. Because any son of his would have to be a great man. And that great men don't live good lives. They live hard ones. And that all he ever wished was for me to live a good life. And I wished to give that to you as well. It is already done.
What?
There are accounts in your name.
Oh.
There will never be another financial worry in your life. You can remain here. You can travel. You can do whatever it is you like.
If she'll let me, I'd like to take her hands.
Yeah, she lets you. She's trembling. She's having a very hard time.
I know there's no point in telling you I don't deserve it. Thank you. It's a difficult gift for me to feel like I can accept, but my gratitude to you is endless. And please know, if you ever need me for anything at all, I will be there, no matter what it is. And if you'd rather never see me or speak to me again, I understand entirely. I could never blame you for that. When my mother first told me who my family was, and I realized that I had you and I had Christian as my siblings, all I could think was, thank God. You are true strength, Rosalia, and I am so sorry for all the pain you've underwent, much of which I've caused. I will never forget your kindness.
As you were speaking and you said, my mother, you did feel a quick, spasmodic grip. Rosalia takes a second, slows their breathing down a little bit, and you see those tears that weren't quite falling almost recede. And you see the strength that you talked about be redirected to put back up these shields that Rosalia has needed throughout their life.
Rosalia,
And you see and you hear them say, voice breaking a little bit from those near tears, for those in power, justice is an easy thing. Vengeance is an easy thing. Violence, as you've seen, is an easy thing. It is much more difficult to forgive. And I wish to no longer continue these cycles of violence.
thank you.
I do
Thank you
not.
so
I don't know when, but I will want to see you, and we should keep in touch. I just need time.
Of course. Take all the time that you need.
And I will
You don't.
be honest, it will have to be at a third location, if
Of
not your
course.
home, because I don't think Lucinda is going to ever quite get over.
Of course. And I, for what it's worth, I wish her the best. I don't know if it's a good idea to tell her that or not. But Rosalia, you don't always have to be the strong one.
At this point, she reaches up, kind of brushes your hair, one of those locks that kind of always falls your gray hairs, and says, "But I do." And reaches down and gives you a kiss on the forehead, and says, "Be well, brother. I'll see you soon."
I look forward to it, sister.
And you hear the sound of those heels walk and slowly dopple out. You awake. You fall back into sleep, having a lazy afternoon nap, and you wake up sometime around dinner a little hungry. Your appetite's beginning to return. And there is a young man with a hat over his eyes, a single small suitcase, and a coat draped over the side of the chair.
Do I recognize him?
Yeah, it's Tom.
Hello?
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, did I
Oh.
wake you? I didn't.
no, I was, you're sleeping. I just, I figured I'd, not,
God,
not
it's
quite
good to see
getting
you.
too good a sleep lately. I figured I'd catch what I could right now.
Can I
Yes,
see, like, is he bandaged?
Yeah, he's he's not bandaged anymore. He has like a bandage around his head.
Mhm.
His face it's still a little swollen, but it is now more yellow than purple or black or anything like that. There's still a little bit of stitch wounds around the lip and I think it was did his brow get split? I don't know.
It was
But the
like
wounds
something
are
around his eye.
Yeah, the wounds are closed but still scarred. There's no like fresh blood. It's definitely it's a little rough because it's sometimes that healing process looks worse. Um, but no, he's mostly he's well put together. Yeah, they released me today. Said any risk of brain bleeds or anything like that is past, so he's free to go.
I just absentmindedly, like, kind of gently across the side of his face with the back of my
Yeah,
hand.
he's sitting on that chair right next to the bed.
Yeah.
He moved it directly next to the bed.
Yeah. It's good
And
to
he
see.
reaches up and grabs that hand and
It's so good to see you.
yes.
I don't know where I'm going to go now, but Rosalia has been exceedingly kind in helping me with some freedom financially, and wherever it is that I end up, I would like to invite you to join me.
Oh, you thought you had a choice in this? I made a promise. As long as we both draw breath, I'd be by your side. Ma's got to come too, though.
Oh, of course, of course.
There's not really a job for them anymore.
Right. No, of course. And yes, she's always welcome.
Yeah, but I wasn't going anywhere. Well, to be more specific, I'm going everywhere you go. Forever.
How is it that you always knew and I just couldn't see it?
Well, you got the looks and I got the brains. Especially now. And he kind of points to his face.
I think you've got some of the looks.
It is a ruggedly handsome look these days. But yeah, well, I don't know.
Whatever
I
it
don't know
is.
how I knew. And maybe I didn't know the words, and it took all that death and destruction and facing oblivion to get me to put the right words to those feelings. And if that's the cost of our love, I'd do it again.
I kiss him.
He kisses you back. And we are going to...
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Wherever we go next, I know I'll be able to face it as long as you're there.
Yeah.
I love you so much.
I love you too. And from that very gay scene, we are not going to go to another gay scene. That's a callback, folks. There's a man, it's very late at night. He is in an office filled with paperwork. There is a 10-gallon cowboy hat sitting on the desk on top of one of these stacks of paper. There's all kinds of reports and dossiers, like some are half opened, and you see Gunters and Eves, Montague, and deep beneath some of these, there are sketches and drawings of a large beast with antlers and clawed hands. And there's another sketch and another drawing of a beast with tentacles and mouth that opens vertical and sideways, and a lion with a scorpion tail and feathers. And there are there's some that have stamps on them, detained, others that say monitoring, and one of those is Mr. Fowler's. And it is open on the very front of William Donovan's desk. And you hear a man on the phone say, "Yeah, I think he's going to be quiet. He's it's the kind of, he may be a shepherd, but he ain't a leader. He ain't got the guts nor the gall to tell the truth about what happened. He'll be all right. We just got to keep an eye on him." Yeah, yeah. The others, those that have been, those that refuse to accept the reality, have been dealt with. Yeah, no, their families are being told that they're still held, and in an appropriate amount of time, we'll tell them they passed due to the fever. Yes, sir. Yes. No, the young Master Montague, they're nothing. Nobody's gonna believe him anyways, and we'll use we could use the relationship with Tom as leverage if he ever decides to open his mouth. I will say, sir, there was, yes, there is some concern with Rosalia. That is a situation we will definitely need to monitor closely. All right. Yeah, I'll have that. Yes, yes, sir. I'll have that report to you by end of week. Yes, sir. Virgo at Virgo. And he taps his ring on the desk, and we fade to black.